Hello dear friends, welcome to Brussels Has Stories. Indeed, every week we feature the local creative in the city. And for this week, it's an honor. Again, we could invite an amazing woman in our studio. And she is Jane Pollard. She is consultant and also the project manager for IBM. Jane, thanks for coming.
Well, Gamma, thank you for inviting me.
You thank. Jane, I follow your podcast Behind the Story and I automatically become a big fan of this podcast.
Wow.
But before telling the audiences about your podcast Behind the Story, could you tell us a bit about yourself? And by the way, how Brussels are you?
Oh, these are nice questions. I'm a Dutch girl.
Yes.
I have worked in Brussels for the last 12 years now.
Okay.
And actually, I've lived in Brussels for 7 years, the first 7 years.
Yeah.
But about 5 years ago, I moved more to the east side of Belgium,
Okay.
towards the city of Hasselt.
Mm-hmm.
And Belgium is a tiny country, so
Yeah.
it's never that far from Brussels. But I'm often in Brussels for my work, as you just mentioned, for IBM,
Yes.
as a project manager and a consultant.
Yeah.
And to your question, how Brussels am I?
Yeah. What do you love from this city, by the way?
Well, actually, what I love, my favorite places is La Place du Grand Sablon. I love it because of its art galleries, the chocolate shops. Yes,
Real Belgian
real
chocolate?
Belgian chocolate, the best in the world. You must know too.
Sure.
And the restaurant, so it's a really nice area.
Cool. And talking about your podcast Behind the Story, that you invited so many good people, I mean, inspiring go-getters, that's what you say, like Mark Gott, Paul
Rolkens, Yves
Rolkens.
Wilkemans,
Yeah.
Ingrid Nouwens,
Yeah.
amazing.
They're
people.
amazing. So by the way, what is the pain in the market that you see
Yeah.
so that you started your podcast?
Well, you know, Gamma, we all have someone in our environment, and I bet you do too. Someone who feels stuck in
Yeah.
their career and
Yes.
consequently their life. And I see that all around me, and it comes up a lot in topics.
Yeah.
And actually, we have a lot of reality programs that follow people who make radical changes in life.
Yeah.
And these programs are very popular. What I see is that people just, you feel stuck, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I think today we have so many more means to take our own life in
Yeah.
our own hands. I see the technological changes moving at such a fast pace,
So fast.
faster than ever before. How we interact is different from 5 years ago, even
Sure.
2 years ago. But in my conversation, I feel and I see a lot of frustrations.
Okay.
People who say,
Yeah.
I can do better, but I don't know how, or I'm in such a life situation and
Okay.
I don't know how to change or move on
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you
So
know,
that the pain in the
startups
market.
feel the same, and anyone in a career feels the same.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah, as what you said, that getting stuck, I think it's also the experience that most of startups have experienced. And
Yeah,
what do you think, how important for us as startup to follow your program, Jen?
Well, my guests,
Yeah.
they all have that flame that
Yeah.
startup have as well. That flame that you have a goal in life and you want to reach that goal.
Yeah.
And my guests, they are go-getters. They listen to that flame and they took action.
And you are a go-getter too. I know that you just started last year in December.
Correct.
And you started from no experience, so just by learning by doing.
Learning by doing, absolutely. And again, I said my guests have that flame. I listened and I got inspired listening
Me
to
too.
other people who had that flame.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, Jane, just do it. So
Nice.
I went on a self-learning adventure for a couple of months. I studied podcasting and then I launched my own show.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Jane, we have 1 million people outside there, the Brussels people who want to help you to grow with Behind the Story podcast. How could they help you?
Well, first of all, they can go to my website. It's
Yes.
behindthestory.be.
Yeah, you could write it down here, behindthestory.be.
And I'm also on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and on Android.
Yes.
And I have a Facebook community. I would like to build the biggest behind the story community, so we can
Nice.
all get inspired and start
Yeah.
your own thing.
Cool.
Really, inspire
I'm a part
others.
of your community already.
You are, and thank you so much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm a big
I'm
fan.
honored. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jean, for being here. It's really inspiring to have you here. And yeah, dear friends, it must be a nice vitamin, I can say, to listen to podcasts behind the story.
Yeah.
So don't forget to follow Jen on social media as well and become a part of her community behind the story. That's our Brussels Head Stories for this week. And absolutely keep being creative. Remember to collaborate and make a business. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you so much, Gamma.